those people are never gonna go to jail. You know damn well that 19 terrorists do that shit. Same thing with JFK. It's like they know this dude didn't shoot motherfucking 3 shots in like 5.2 seconds and hit dude in the back of the hit him twice. Like,
but do you think it's like a sometimes I feel like they be playing out these traumatic events and incidents that goes on in the United States? Because I remember when 9/11 happened, and I remember how they didn't have no information for 4 years or 6 years. That all of a sudden we find out, hey, we had all the information we need 2 months later. But, we wanted to profit from it. We wanted to make a movie. We wanted you to buy all these books when you fly to Washington. I flown to Washington. That book was there, $40. And now all of a sudden they making a giant movie about it. What's the other movie, Contagious, with the mad cow thing that was going on? Like, how the hell? But they knew about it a month in advance. But then they just supposedly let it happen. But then now we making a multi-million-dollar movie about it, and they making profited from the national tragedy. I'm still waiting on the COVID-19 one. When that shit comes out.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna come out.
But
I keep seeing that video. That's another video. They have fucking George Bush sitting in a crowd, and then they say, when you survive the Epstein files, but the 9/11 files still haven't been released, and then it just got George Bush looking like he just looking around, and then he turned the camera and raised his eyebrows, and then the screen blank out, and it do like the end, well, all the Transformers movies, where it's like at the very last second, like Megatron move an inch, and then it goes to blank, and then that Linkin Park song come on.
Oh yeah, we do that.
It's like George Bush, like, I survived them, but just keep them other files.
That nigga still can't make it up out this country. They catch him. He gonna catch more than shoes getting thrown at his ass.
Shit, he dodged them motherfuckers.
But right now,
that was good. I ain't gonna lie.
Real quick. As far as all the presidents you lived through and seen on TV, who is your favorite president right now? As far as the funniest to watch.
Oh shit! I mean,
funniest or just like
goddamn that shit. iPodding, right? George Bush. I was iPodding, bike riding, and just being funny. And
I think I got a dark sense of humor. So Biden was like, man, this nigga was falling off bikes. He was walking in the jungles.
No.
But like I said, it's dark because I'm like, the only reason why it was happening is because this man was not big to be up on a public stage like that. But I think the situation was funny, not the actual. Because I'm like, man, come on.
I know people with dementia,
like,
so I can't.
Let Papa go sit down somewhere, man. Yeah. Let him go sit on the porch
when he was walking on stage.
Just looking for people to shake hands with and stuff.
That shit was.
But that's why I preface like I got a dark sense.
No, I agree. Cause that shit was, boy.
I'm gonna have to go with Trump. I was like, because wasn't no president to me funny, and I go all the way back to Jimmy Carter, who I was in Georgia, so he was like a damn folk hero in Georgia. That's where he's from. But this dude was building houses for people then. It's like, that was just a good dude. It's like that motherfucker was building houses to the day he had to go in the wheelchair. He probably went out the next day and finished the house. So you had Carter and Reagan, and I didn't know too much about Reagan because I was too young. From Reagan to Bush, and that motherfucker didn't have a funny bone in his body.
He was kind of stupid though.
No, this is Papa Bush.
Oh yeah, first Bush.
Yeah, Papa Bush.
First Bush.
Then Clinton.
Bush H.
Yeah, and then he was more stupid. Junior Bush, he was like special needs. That shit wasn't funny either. Like, nah, that nigga need help. Why ain't y'all trying to help this dude?
And they got that damn one of them J. Cole songs where they got a clip of Bush giving a speech at the beginning of it. He was like, he said, "There's an old sentence." He was an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas. It's probably in Tennessee. Oh yeah. He said, "You fool me once, shame on you. But fool me, you can't get fooled again." What the fuck are you saying?
George Bush
was just made that up. Like Texas came up with that saying. So I know it's in Texas. It's probably in Tennessee.
Oh yeah, George Bush definitely take it.
That nigga was special needs, but to me it's like
that's why he initiated that no child left behind. Yeah, because his ass should have been left behind.
I'm gonna say about his Trump though, because he's stupid on a lot of levels, but he's not he's kind of like an ignorant, stupid. He reminded me of the dudes who used to hang around and talk shit. But again, it's like they could back it up. It was okay for them to talk shit, but it was just funny to you. And that's what Trump reminds me of. He just reminds me of one of these shit talking West Side ass niggas and just be like, I know you gonna talk shit, but again, it's like you can't do nothing because you on your game. Yeah, it'd be different if you was falling off and fucking up shit, but you pretty much just talking shit just because you can afford to.
Yeah, but ain't nothing gonna beat Joe Biden falling off that bike though.
Yeah, that shit ain't cool, man. His foot got stuck in the damn seat thing, in the pedal guard. Because I've had that happen. Because I got pedal guards on my bike.
But did you really think he pooped himself when they said he did and you heard it on camera? But then he just looked and they had to walk him off stage.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, man. You know how they cover up stuff.
Yeah, that whole thing was wrong. And then, again, even with that falls back to my earlier statement when we first started and talking about in terms of what you can be told and what to believe. And that was a clear example for anybody who believed in the Democrat in terms of like what their speaking points. And it's like, I get it. All politicians lie. That's true. I was like, but no other group sits there and try to convince you of something that you can see with your own two eyes. And I remember all the TV shows that were left leaning talking about, he know what he's talking about. He's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with him. And then I was watching an episode of Joe Scarborough, and he was sitting there first thing, and this dude, he was snapping off. He was like, oh, he's cogent. As a matter of fact, he's more than cogent. And if you don't think that Joe Biden is sit there and he can, then F you. And then 2 weeks later, like, we had to get rid of this motherfucker. He walked off into the woods somewhere. We can't find him, and now he's been replaced. So it's just like... Okay, so y'all niggas lie, I get it on a day-to-day basis, but just don't do no blatant-ass lie. It's like, and to me, it's like that was a blatant-ass lie.
But do you think for some of that stuff that be happening, like the conspiracy theory word get thrown around too much? Because I'm not sure if you saw in the Jeffrey Epstein file, hypothetically, they said that wasn't Joe Biden.
What you mean?
There was, when you look through some of the emails or some of the people that uncover stuff, you got these online journalists and analysts that will go through the file.
What were they saying about Joe Biden?
They saying it wasn't him or he died or whatever.
Like up on the stage that they saying that wasn't him?
No, in the Jeffrey Epstein file, they said there was a page in there or something that said that wasn't a clone. You know, there's clone stuff that's going around with all these people.
So I'm saying, they were saying that the Joe Biden that's out living right now, they're saying that's not the real Joe Biden or something?
Supposedly or stuff. But, it goes along with all that Jim Carrey and the other guy pretending to be him. Yeah. You know how you don't see an actor or a person for a while. Then when you see them, they look different. This happened to Gucci Man. This happened to who else?
Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, Jamie Foxx. They be, but, I don't know. That's some conspiracy theory stuff. I ain't trying to say.
I don't know. I don't even know how to like analyze and even process stuff like that, because I'm like,
what?
Like stuff like that it seems so far fetched. Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like, man,
how
this fucking world.
Like Oprah. Have you seen Oprah recently?
Yeah, when she just discovered the hidden secret to being
is the lay out the fucking candy. I don't know.
No, she said I'm not obese because I overeat. I overeat because I was obese. The fuck? What?
Yeah. Gotta see, that's that shit. That's that fucking mind shit. Jedi mind trick.
They play them tricks.
And I'm like, Ozempic just happened to be the one thing out of all the years, the fucking 30, 40 years that she been on diets. She been on diet for 40 years and still ain't fucking got to this point.
I lied about Weight Watchers. I was never on it.
She said that?
Yeah, something like that, where she said she was just paid to endorse it. But that's any actor or famous person. They always pay them, they paid them
motherfuckers to take that COVID shot.
Like Jasmine Crockett, boy. Cardi B came out there, give her your full support. She lost, so.
Yeah, that shit is so fucking stupid. Niggas still do that shit.
I'm like, y'all gotta stop.
Like, fuck the policy. You can't name a policy. I sat there and jammed my brother with that one because we was sitting there talking. He was like, oh, the Democrats. I'm like, nigga, name one policy, just one. When they was running, just give me one fucking policy that you stand by. I don't even have to stand by it. I don't give a shit. But just name a policy that they've come up with when Kamala Harris was running for office that said, hey, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a while where I would go on her website there was no policy page. It was like everything else was just
She was
donate.
still in policy too. No tax on tips.
Yeah,
Like Trump
like,
said that shit first. What the
we already heard that one before.
And that
I
shit
was like, that's not yours. And it didn't even work for her because it was like,
I don't know. Eventually they started, putting stuff out there. But at that point, it was just like, it's too late now. It's like I went this whole campaign.
This might be our last topic, but how do you guys think children today will fare in our times? Just to give an example, to get you thinking, having to wait till 9 o'clock to call unlimited calls, you had to actually know how to get to your destination because there was no Google Map, there was no Uber or any of that stuff.
This ties into one of my topics that I was
So how you guys think children today, the new generation, will deal with if some magical shit happened and all of a sudden the grid is down and then
these motherfuckers will die.
I mean, if you want to be honest, we'll all die. Because
I wouldn't die.
If the grid went
I know how to
down,
fish. I know how to cut up a fish. I know how to cook
I'm
fish.
just saying, take them, put them back in the 90s.
Oh, them niggas would die. Nigga, you go back to the 70s, you dead. This motherfucker, we will get rid of so many weak niggas. It's amazing.
That's why I always I felt like millennials are the most privileged generation when it comes to technology, because we are old enough to remember what it was like before all of this stuff. So if if we got put back in like the 80s or something like that, we'll be able to figure some shit out. I'm like, it'll still be a little difficult because we still had certain luxuries that weren't then, but we still were able to go outside and not die and come back. We would go outside for 8, 9, 10, 12 hours and come back and be perfectly fine.
Yep.
And I was just talking to my teenager about this. It wasn't like full conversation, but she made a comment. She was like, "Yeah, this is like what we do now. Like y'all time is over with." But she was talking about
the dinosaur talk.
Yeah.